Flosstube.
Hi, Flosstube.
I'm Memory.
I'm Amy.
This is our first Flosstube, number 1. It's February 1. It's February 15th, 2019. And we're going to start with kind of a Know Your Needleworker tag so you can get to know a little bit about us. And then we'll talk to you about some things I'm stitching and
Designing.
Where do we live?
We live in Charlotte. Oh, just outside Charlotte. We live in Fort Mill,
Yep.
South Carolina.
Well, not very well known area outside of Charlotte. We're not sisters.
No.
We're not sisters. We met in 2016.
Yes.
Moved in together, got engaged, got married, all in that year.
Yes, and now we are together forever.
That's a long time.
Yes, forever.
That's a long time. We might have to talk about that
Later.
Okay, later. What do you do for a living?
I work in logistics for a company called Maersk. We move containers from sea to sea.
So all the cool stuff that comes from China comes in your boxes.
Yes, they do. So all your floss, yes, all your DMC floss comes through our ships.
And just as a sidebar, every vacation we've ever taken, we've got 30,000 pictures of every port up and down the East Coast.
And west.
I work with children with autism. We work doing in-home services, tackling life skills and behavior challenges, and teaching the families how to engage with their children to make them as independent as possible so they can have a wonderful life. Children. We have one lovely daughter. She's, I birthed her. She's 15.
Going on 20.
Yeah, going on 20. She thinks we're crazy. She does stitch sometimes when we can force her, but not really her thing. Pets.
Pets, we have 4. Count them 4.
If you don't include her.
Her.
4.
We have 2 dogs. We have a corgi. His name is Corky. Let's get that Corky.
Can you put pictures in?
Yes, I will be putting pictures in.
Pictures.
We have Corky the corgi. We have Baxter. He is I don't know what he is.
He is a Maltese Shih Tzu mix.
No, he is
a snaggletooth.
He's a mess. That's what he is.
Yes.
And we have 2 pain in the butt cats.
Can you say butt on Flosstube?
I think you can. I just don't think you can cuss. One of them is a little bit on the needy side.
Kyle cusses.
Oh, Kyle does cuss.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
So
Anyway.
we can't cuss. Okay.
Cats.
Back to the pussy. So.
Say that.
Oh, my bad. They're cats. They're pussy cats. So we do have 2 cats. One of them is a little bit on the needy side. Her name would be Chloe. She's a Siamese. And then we have Trouble, and her name is very fitting.
But she's so cute.
That would be her cat,
That's my
if
cat.
that tells you anything about Miss Memory over here. And she is not tabby. She's
She's a calico.
calico. Yes, calico. I will put pictures in of all these little
You do that. That's your
lovely
thing.
lovely animals.
Yeah, don't put no pictures of me in there.
They can already see you.
Favorites: books, movies, music, TV. Do you have a favorite book?
No, I don't read. I'm illiterate.
You do, Chris. Yes, you do. You read more than I do now.
Yeah, which is kind of funny. We kind of reversed roles.
Yeah.
So I do read a little bit of this and that. I don't read a lot of romance. I'm not into that cheesy stuff unless it's with this one here. A lot of sci-fi, a lot of
mystery,
whodunit kind of stuff, murders, so I know how to kill somebody later on in life and bury their body.
Good to know.
You?
I don't read as much as I used to. When I do, I stick most to either nonfiction or historical. Not so much romance, but historical novels that kind of talk about landscapes or history or things like that.
She is the nerd of the family.
Thanks.
You do have that history major in you,
A little bit. I like history. My favorite movie by far is The Notebook. Stole it, didn't I? I figured you were going to go with some superhero bullshit. Oh, can't say that.
Next to The Notebook,
The
anything
Notebook.
superhero related, I am all about. Still waiting for Captain Marvel to come out.
Just Wonder Woman, because she's hot.
Mm-hmm.
Music, I listen to whatever her and Kylie, our daughter, has on in the car. Otherwise, I'm an NPR person.
Nerd.
I would much rather have the monotony of someone's voice than what they say is music.
Nerd.
But now I can go back, some Journey and...
That was our first concert, really, together.
Some good 80s, some Bon Jovi.
Classic rock.
Classic rock.
Our classic rock.
The good stuff. Not that stuff they listen to these days. If you saw our DVR list of things we watch on TV, you would probably think we were ridiculously crazy. We watched some
way out there stuff.
Some great stuff like The Good Doctor and This Is Us, of course, and we're really into the Million Little Things. Is that what it's called? Million Little Things?
Something like that.
But
This Is Us.
Yeah, but they can be a little depressing. So on the other side, we watch
a lot of dramas.
90 Day Fiancé
yes.
and Love After Lockup. Lots of little guilty
Fat and Fabulous.
Yeah, I like that show. She's local.
Yeah, she's very local. She's about, 2 hours from here?
Yeah,
hour and a half?
I danced with her one time. But usually the TV's on just more for background noise while we're stitching and designing and whatever else it is we're into. Do we have any other hobbies?
We watch a lot of football. Go Dogs.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a Georgia fan.
I went to USC Carolina.
So she likes the Cocks.
Gamecock. You're going to get us banned from YouTube before we even get started.
The Gamecocks. It's a bird.
Oh, God. His name is Cocky.
See? Exactly.
Bad,
it's a bird.
Anyway, we do watch a lot of college football. We live just outside of North Carolina where there's hundreds of waterfalls. So in the spring and the fall when the weather's nice, we're literally kind of in the middle, so we can get to the beach in 2 hours. We can get to the mountains in 2 hours. We do a lot of hiking. A lot of waterfalls. We've been doing Kevin Adams' book of the 100 best waterfalls in North Carolina, so we've started kind of checking them off.
I asked her to marry me at a waterfall. We almost died.
Almost fell in the water. But that's pretty much, stitching and designing take up the bulk of our time. We like to thrift, so we go to a lot of thrift stores. We just don't have very many great ones around here. But sometimes we drive to Charleston. They have some really good ones. How did you get started into stitching? How'd you learn?
My mother actually taught me. She used to stitch a lot when I was little.
Back when God was born.
You saying my mother's old?
Dinosaurs walked the earth.
Are you saying my mother's old? I'm going to tell her you told me this.
You were old.
No, I'm telling Mom as soon as we get done with this. But yeah, she taught me. I stitched for a little bit with her, and then I stopped, and then I met this one right here. And then, kind of fell back into my lap again. I don't stitch that much. I design more than I stitch. Because I do have a graphic design degree, so I'm utilizing it, to the best that I can. Might as well use what I paid for, So
let's be honest, I roped her into it.
Just like marriage?
That's a whole nother story. My grandmother taught me how to stitch when I was very early teens, and it's just something I've done throughout my life. Previous people that I was with was not always as supportive, so it wasn't something I was always overly into. I was working on a piece when I met Amy that she had framed for me while I was out of town. And then I just kind of said, oh, well, she don't mind me stitching. And while I was gone for the whole week, she bobbinated all of my floss. Hundreds.
By all of it, it was like...
It was a mess.
It was...
Because I had moved, that was my second move, and they were everywhere, and that's love right there.
I cannot tell you how many duplicates she had.
How do you not marry that? You would have married that.
Would I have?
I don't know, maybe. I did.
Clearly.
Anyway, so from there, got really back into stitching a lot. Then I discovered Flosstube, and she laughed at me and laughed at me and laughed at me because I watched Flosstube all the time.
Here we are.
And then basically she's a little more crafty, so I roped her into helping me with finishes, and I realized she was pretty good at that. So just kind of spiraled from there of all the things we could find that she could finish pieces for me. And kind of each week when we do our videos, we'll show you some things that she's finished in the past, I guess, year that you've been doing it for me. And then she started designing, and the first piece was like this big. And then just started playing, and there's some things that we can show you that are going on now, and some things that are secret that we'll talk about. But it really has become a big part of what we do together. I think it's pretty cool. What do you like best about designing? You're more designing than stitching.
Using this brain.
Brain of yours. You're not gonna tell them it's all my ideas.
Because it's not your ideas. Well, some of them.
Sometimes.
You influence me.
A good thing.
Not always. You get me in more trouble than anything else. Because I go down rabbit holes that I really can't come out of. What?
FOMO.
FOMO.
Yeah, fear of missing out. You don't want to miss out on something.
Quit using Kylie's little shorthand. I can't.
With
No, I need that book.
I think that stitching gives me a creative outlet. I can't draw, I can't paint, I can't really do anything crafty like that. So being able to stitch and make this beautiful piece of artwork with the support of the pattern, if you will, it's I mean, stitching is all over our house. It's all, we'll have to do like a tour de wall upstairs sometime. We turned all of our spare space into basically a big craft room. We've been toying with, we might have to expand into our loft because it has really taken over the top floor of our house. But it's just something that we both really enjoy doing, so I don't mind.
And I do like seeing my designs come to life, as we'll see. I mean, you guys will see here shortly. But like there's one she's working on now. It's like probably one of my first ones, maybe one of the first 5 ones I've done. Sorry about the clitter clatter of the noise. That would be our dog. We have hardwood floors, and he's kind of, walking around. But anyways, it's nice seeing that the stuff that I do come to life.
In case that's not clear, she designs them and then she sends them to me, and I usually try to do the model stitches for them. We just recently started an Etsy store that we'll talk about a little bit, but we worked on pretty much the last year of her designing pieces and then getting them stitched up. Anything else you want to say? Do you have any favorites?
Favorites besides you? It's past Valentine's Day. I can't really say that, can I?
My birthday's coming up.
No. You got a while. Favorites?
Favorite designers.
Oh, favorite designers.
Or cross-stitch patterns or anything?
I'm my favorite designer.
You're my favorite designer.
I'm the favorite designer.
You are. I do stitch, well, let's see. I like to have a lot of Hades around Heaven and Earth designs. Lately, most of my time has been taking up stitching Amy's stuff, but I really enjoy it. A lot of it's very cute. It's very eclectic. Usually, decent stitches. I usually like to have a bigger project and a smaller project going on at the same time, so I like a lot of, I stitched a lot of Lizzie Kate. I've stitched a lot of Bent Creek and Heart and Hand. The usuals, the usual big people. I don't really gravitate to anything. As long as I love it, then I'll stitch it. Recent finishes. What have we been finishing lately? What have you been up to on your side? We have some big things coming up. It's like we just exploded, and the stitching community is so nice and supportive that they've really jumped into being willing to give opportunities to some new designs and just taking a chance. So what have you been up to? What are you working on?
Well, I just finished a pattern for a retreat coming up. It's put on by Old Town Needlework out in Arizona. So whoever is going out to this retreat will see a pattern. I don't know if it's going to be in the giveaway bag, which I'm pretty sure it probably is. I think there's about 55 people going. It's an American stitcher in Paris. It's a very cute design. I'm not going to show it because those who are going, I want to be surprised.
When's the retreat?
April, maybe?
Is it March or April?
April,
So maybe after the retreat.
After the retreat? After the retreat, I might put it up in our store. It has the year on it, so you can adjust the year if you want to, not put the year on it. But I might put it up in our store. It's really kind of cute if you like Paris.
That's their theme, Paris.
The American Stitcher in Paris.
Did you say that?
I did say that. Were you
I
not
was
listening to
drinking
me?
my coffee.
Does that impede your hearing?
Sometimes because.
Okay.
Carry on.
That was the last design I've done.
It's the last one you finished?
That's the last one I finished. We have some other things.
This we finished last week.
Yes.
He is in our Etsy store. Oh, he's up here. Yes. This is Krabby O'Patty.
Yes.
Krabby O'Patty.
Yes, I designed this one not too long ago.
Embellishment.
Yeah, he's hanging from like a little visible string here. It's Krabby O'Patty for St. Patty's Day. Memory here stitched it up for me, and then I FFO'd it.
Okay, yeah, it's very cute.
Yes.
Vonna's flat fold tutorial.
Yes.
You used.
I love Vonna.
Are you fangirling? Like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like Vonna. She's very sweet. I'm sure most of you probably know who she is. But yes, that would be Krabby O'Patty.
A lot of our dreams for the future are to run away to the beach and, stitch all day and retire. So a lot of our theme is, or your theme for designing is beach elements or things that are nautical or beachy. Hence the crab for the holiday. He's really cute. We used Louisiana hot sauce, and do you remember this one was called?
Emerald
Isle. Those were weeks, right? Weeks fireworks.
I believe so.
For the variegation, these were just the regular DMCs. And he turned out very cute. I think if I stitched him again, I might stitch him on a little bit of a lighter fabric. Maybe.
Yeah, because you can't really see the sand coming through.
Yeah. This was just something we had on
and that
hand.
was some light effects that you used, right?
Yeah, I did. That peach light effects. We got a bunch of peach light effects on clearance at Joann. It was really cheap, and I thought it might show up a little bit better, but either way, he's still cute. He is donning our shelf as of today because Valentine's Day is over, and Amy's rule is I can't put out one holiday until the next holiday comes around. So Valentine's Day is over. So down came all the hearts today. So I'm gonna put him over there.
I will. And then this was probably one of my very first designs. Yes. We actually just got this back from our model stitcher yesterday. It's called Season's Greetings. I'm not sure how well you can see that because of the lighting. But she completed this for us yesterday. It's rather big. Do you remember the
17 by something.
But this is on 18 count.
It's on 18 count. Fabric from Fabric Flare. My Fabric Party it was called. It's a limited edition from, I think she said 2017. Tomorrow our job is to go to Hobby Lobby and see if we can work out a frame. So maybe next week we can show it as a fully finished object.
Yeah.
And then we'll get it up in the Etsy store once it is.
Once it's fully finished, then I'll
finished.
I'll put it up in the Etsy store.
The last thing that I have down here is your Patriotic Anchor.
One of my favorites, probably.
This is the second of a series. These are also in the store. Just a simple anchor design, and they'll each be different for holidays. This one was, of course, for the 4th of July. You got some fabric from, was this Joann too? Or was this Hobby? I think this was Hobby Lobby.
That was very old fabric. I don't know where we got that from. We've had that for a while.
I don't know. It's growing.
Yeah.
I think we definitely got the buttons at, where'd you get these?
I don't remember.
Oh gosh, you gotta start doing better with that.
Yeah, you do.
So, and this, you can't really tell in the camera here, but this is the, what do you use, the light effects or the acrylic, or this was the DMC,
the light
effects. So it's a little bit shiny. I don't think you can see the shiny. Very cute.
Well, you can tell the difference between that and then the white down here.
Very cute, very fun to stitch, and we'll put this one out for the 4th of July. I just finished like 2 weeks ago a Heaven and Earth design. Hopefully, if Amy's skills are as great as she thinks they are for video number 1, you'll see a picture of Scarlet. It's actually Heaven and Earth designs by Cindy Nielsen. It's called Mini Delicate Dreams. I did the version with no background, but then I ended up stitching some of the background because you couldn't tell she was laying on the sheet. I named her Scarlet because she's on red fabric, which shows through, which we wanted because she hangs in our bedroom.
This is red, just like this color.
Yeah, it's this color. So we wanted it, and well, red and gray. Some walls are gray, and we have an accent wall. But she hangs in our bedroom, so hopefully Amy can show you a picture. If that doesn't work out, then maybe we'll bring her downstairs.
Oh no, I'll get it in. because I'm that good in my computer skills.
Okay. Well, I wasn't down in the skills, buddy. All right, what are you currently, that's all recents, right?
That's pretty much
it, what we've got this week.
Nope.
Well, that's a whip.
Oh, okay.
So that's where we're going next. Whips. What you working on? What you designing right now?
My designs include a merman for this one right here.
Right? How many times do you all say, we need a merman? There's and you know what next is a mermaid with some short hair. I am so tired of mermaids with long hair. Like,
that will be next.
Okay, I like shorter hair sometimes. But merman, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Can't wait for you guys.
I had to put him on hold because of a couple of other things I'm working on, which I can...
You can say what you're working on.
Well, it would be a whip, I guess, right?
Working on.
I have an opportunity to possibly work on, to get published in Just Cross Stitch. So I'm working on 2 patterns for them. One's a Christmas pattern and one is a Thanksgiving pattern.
This is for their holiday issue?
Yes,
Holiday
it's called
issue.
Home for the Holidays. Both of them are beach related and Home for the Holidays. They're both adorable to me, and to this one here. So, of course, my biggest fan. So if they don't pick up on the pattern, then I will most definitely release it in our store. So be on the lookout for that. Hopefully it will not be in our store, to be honest with you, and it will be in the magazine. But that is due for an update later.
Let's come back to that.
Okay.
Let's come back to I am currently stitching a couple of things. I started one today that she's talking about. I'm doing the model stitch for the Just Cross Stitch. So I can't really show that one, but there's not really a lot to show. It kind of looks like a green blob. This is one I've been working on.
Wow, you're going to knock the light down.
I am going to knock the light down. This is called Naughty, Getting Naughty.
Get naughty.
It's about halfway done. You can't, it's kind of washed out the rope a little bit, but there is a lot of white in there. This is the top part. There's anchor. This rope right here, I just say kudos to the Amy because holy cow, that was a whole Sunday. It was about 7 hours of stitching in that rope, and it's not done. I have to go in and fill it in. That's just the outline. Love the starfish. He is adorable. As we move on down, there's going to be like a wheel down here that's the same color as the anchor.
And another starfish.
And then another starfish, of course, over here, and then it'll finish. So it's a little over halfway done. It's primarily a weekend project. I usually spend any time on Saturday and Sunday working on this one. I think it's going to be gorgeous when it's done. I think when I measured it last time, it's like 20 by 22. This is 18 count splash by Picture This Plus. It's showing up pretty good. It's got a little bit more purple than you can see, and the anchor is a little more orange. But it really happy with how it's turning out. The pattern's super amazing. You know, I had those moments of anxiety of, is the rope gonna come together? Is this gonna? And so far so good. Really loving it. Loving it. We'll get it done hopefully one of these years. The other thing I'm working on, hopefully, again, those skills are good and you can show a picture.
I can show a picture of the final.
Well, all I have is a black and white. Kylie picked this out as one that she wanted. It's a Story Keep from Heaven and Earth Designs. It's the Story Keep Magical Arrival. Who did this one? Ann Stokes. She wanted the stocking. I don't sew, so I talked her into the Story Keep. I don't know why she's into these dragons. I stitched her one last year. Maybe I'll show later. That is also a dragon. I think it's Delicate Soul or something like that. But I have just recently started this one. Not too far along at the top. This is the bow that's on the top of his head. This is 18 count, just a plain old white Ada. I've gotten really into 1/1 on 18 count. I just feel like as I go, it doesn't seem as bulky to me. And then when you get that 3 feet test, it looks fine. But he's coming along. There's probably 100 different colors in that bow, as you all know. I work on this one for about an hour every morning before I go to work. It's my morning stitch. I don't like to travel with Heaven and Earth Designs because it's just too much. It's this and a bag of floss, and it's just too much to carry. I think that's all I'm working on. I don't like to work on too much at one time, so we'll circle back around to the anxiety that Mania is producing.
Mania 19.
But I usually only like to have one or two things. I have a big project and usually a smaller project on the go. Amy has challenged me in that because she'll stitch something or design something that needs to be stitched. All these retreats, we did 3 that you'll talk about later.
I did one of them.
Yeah, so she had to do one because I was like, the needle was on fire. That's why we sent the other one out to a friend of mine. They were coming out faster than I could stitch them. So we sat down the other day and we talked about Stitch Mania because Amy has in the last year learned everything about the stitching world, Flosstube and Mania and groups and Instagram, and been meeting people and networking. So we were talking about Mania and we felt like it was probably something that we should toy with. I have never toyed with it because I'm very much a stitch what I want when I want. Don't like to have too many things going on at one time. But she says, oh, we should do that. So we did Sunday. I said, well, you should do it too. I guess it's a little harder to design 19 things one a day than it is to plan. So I made a list of...
But I'm up for a challenge. I can probably design 19 things.
Yeah, we're going to put that in writing.
Sure.
Done.
But I can't list out when I want to design. It just has to...
Yeah, well, I made a
magic
list
has to
of what I have upstairs and kind of what I had floss for was. So we just kind of started planning. I had the 14 projects that I was interested that I could start for Mania. So that leaves 4 for guess what? So there's 4 open slots that Amy is going to work on designs for. 5. 1, 2, 3, because math, right? Don't we all know that? Because math.
You need to take lessons from
I guess so. I need to get Steph to give me some lessons. Anyway, I spent most of Sunday writing everything out, and then I go to work, and I really wanted to take a break. So I sat down. I made this comprehensive Mania list for for all the things I needed. Right? Oh, glare. So there's like shit. So I'm like, how can I have all of this floss and all of this fabric, and I still need 141 DMCs and what is that, a good 12 special flosses? I don't even know. It's coming along. I need a lot of fabric for my heids because I do have, I think, 3 heids in here that I want to get started on. But when we get closer to Mania, we can talk about how everything panned out. And I'll be very anxious the whole week. And then all those things are going to be sitting up there in a bucket with like stitches in them, and it's going to stress me out probably for the rest of my life.
No, because you'll get them done. Because the anxiety will kick in and you'll want to finish.
I'm going to be up at like 2 o'clock in the morning stitching heids.
Yeah.
Anyway, anything else you working on? That's all I'm working on right now.
No,
I guess to make videos more exciting, I should start working on more.
Exactly. Hence Mania.
Stressful.
Whatever.
What did we get this week? What'd you buy? Where did we
I
get
bought
that?
this.
What you gonna do with that?
Can't really see. I want to design something. I'm thinking about making a like a sailboat, kind of like what's already in here. You see the picture of the sailboat? That's kind of funny. That's because that's what we were thinking about putting in here.
There, I didn't notice that either.
I didn't either. I got this at AC Moore. We don't have one near us, so it's probably about an hour away from us. So I saw this. I'll probably paint it to match whatever the design is, but get a sailboat and I'll put it in here.
Very cool.
And then my loving wife. That would be this one right here. Sorry for the zipper. I am toying, yes, toying with
Scissor
making
pops.
scissor fobs. Yes. So she has purchased me a starting kit. Yes, to start making scissor fobs.
That was the Valentine's Day present that we weren't buying.
That we were not supposed to buy each other. Yes, because we don't do Valentine's Day in this house.
Because I love you every day.
This is correct. And she bought me all these little charms. So I'm just going to show you a couple of them. Like,
oh, starfish.
Like that's a starfish. And there's like a little shell. You can't tell. They're all like beachy. Another shell. Oh, another shell. So I'm gonna start playing with these and just seeing what I can come up with. You never know. Probably go to Hobby Lobby or somewhere this weekend because there's like one that just got built up the road from us, and get some beads and start playing with those things. I forgot to show these.
Oh, well, we can come back to that. You can do that when you get down here.
Okay.
Yeah, keep notes. Notes, people.
I'm gonna knock you out. That's all I have. You have a lot.
I do. Well, yeah, because you support my habit. Well, we went to the cross stitch store, which was nowhere near where we were. We have our LNS is Stitch and Frame Shop in Rock Hill. Really, it's only about 20 minutes from our house. Used to be much closer. Cute little store. We go there a lot.
They know us by name.
They do. They do. We bought these Etoile. These are going in one of Amy's new designs, so we'll be showing it at some point. But I've never stitched with these, so they're going to be, it's a Christmas design, so we thought that these might be better than stitching with acrylic. So we got these. We'll let you know what we think about those. Easy enough, just those four. I don't have a picture of your owl. Amy designed for me an owl because
I can put a picture in here.
Put your picture in there, because that's my thing. Because owls are fabulous birds.
This will not be in the store because I kind of
She designed this off of a picture, a portrait.
Yeah, off of a painting. So, but I did it especially just for this one because she wanted to stitch it.
Yeah, but I'll show it to you as I go. I haven't started it. It's in the Mania list. But we ordered a piece of 18 count Ada from Hand Dyed by Stephanie. This is called Winter Wishes. So it's just a neutral, little bit of gray tint. Because the owl, if she gets the picture in there, you'll see it's a lot of blues and purples. So just a very neutral color. So we bought all of those.
It's a lot of confetti. It's going to be another Haid, pretty much.
Yeah, it's a big pattern. It's a couple of pages. I didn't count them. It's 154 by 196. So
it's pretty big.
It's a good size. But we'll work on that. And while we were there, of course, you know, you can't walk out of the store without something else. So we got all bundled up. You like my project bags? And we were going back and forth. Amy's been playing with dyeing fabric too. So I had a different piece of fabric, but then we were looking at the floss. We thought we might go back to a little Zweigart with the polka dots. I think that would be cute. So he's in the Mania plans. As soon as I finish buying all that floss that's on that list that you think I already owned. Not sure how that
You
happens.
might have to go back and check your floss because I really think
You know what I think happens is I like to kit when I stitch. So like
you probably have floss everywhere.
I have floss everywhere. So it may be that I only need 10 stitches of something that's over there in my Haid, which might be also. But I buy for each project is what I do because I like to be able to just pull this project and know everything I need is in there. So we shall see. I don't know. I don't know that I've ever stitched on 20 count. 18 is usually my go-to for Ada, and then 28 is usually my go-to for even. So we bought that, and then I bought this one. You guys all will know it. It's no big surprise. The Country Garden series, the birds. I bought Merry and Bright. This is really the only one that speaks to me. I don't know why. I like the bird, I like the berries, I like the sleigh. Not usually something I would stitch.
It's very cute.
It is very cute. We'll see how it turns out. It may end up being a gift for my mother because she loves birds.
Oh yeah, that would be
Christmas
very nice.
gift. She'd love that. I don't know. We were going back and forth with fabric, and then as part of gifts in a little bit, a friend of mine sent me a ton of fabric this week, and this one was in there. And I know it's more blue than what they show on here, but I think it'll work.
I think it might actually look a little bit better.
I think so. We haven't pulled all the threads, but just a few that we pulled in the floss toss. We're gonna try it. And who knows, I might love it and might end up getting the others. I saw one came out like today. It's a new one. I think it's Courage. I don't know. I don't remember how many there are.
See, at least you can see she doesn't just stitch my stuff. She does go way out there.
I do.
She has a variety, that's for sure.
got that. Oh, wait till Mania and you see all the different varieties. I think that's all we bought.
Yes.
Right? That we remember.
Everything else was given to us as a gift.
Yeah. So yesterday, actually in the Facebook group L&T D-Stash, joined last year, very similar to Stash and Load. People go and post things, but she sponsors exchanges where you get paired with a partner. Last year for holiday, I got paired with my friend Tara now, who lives in Virginia, and she was our model stitcher, and we just really struck up a friendship and send each other little trinkets. But I came home yesterday to a box, and the box was probably about 5 pounds, and when we opened it, it was full of fabric. So much that if we tried to show you all of it, it would probably take an hour. I mean, we spent probably 2 hours last night in the craft room just going through things. But we pulled a few things to show you because some of them are really cool. Part of the Stitchy gift kindness was a peacock and fig. I like the pattern. I want to change the colors. What do you think?
Even though they are Georgia Bulldog colors.
Even though they're Bulldog colors.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really a Georgia Bulldog stitch, though.
She's thinking about doing like a variegated thread on it, or maybe like a Colorworks or a Weeks, or
Yeah, something very.
But it does call for a lot of thread, a lot of skeins.
This
pretty
is 5
big.
skeins of black and 6.5 of red. That's a
So,
lot.
if you want to do it cheaply, probably better to join at DMC, unless you wanted to do it in a nicer way. Then
I don't know. It probably
go
depends
with a
too
higher
on fabric and I don't know. We got a couple months to play with it. I'm gonna play with it. I want to stitch it. Could also be a good one to stitch in some silks or I don't know. We'll play with it. Amy had dyed some thread I wanted to use, but she only dyed one of each, so
as you can see, I'm dabbling in a couple of different.
she's dabbling in everything. Dabbling in it all. So that's that. Here's some of the fabrics that we got. You like those?
This is just stinking adorable. It's like little cupcakes.
I think that one's from Stitchery Express.
So-
Cupcakes on blue.
You know I'm going to have to make a pattern to go on this thing.
You know that's a 40 count, right?
Yes, and you will be stitching on it.
Y'all gonna be laughing now. I have to get some mad eyes. This is an 18 count Ada, hand dyed by Rolanda on Etsy. Pretty true to color. Really cool. Let me get it closer. You're in the seat. Not sure what we'll stitch on that, but we'll find something. That's kind of what we do. It's pretty. Then we had, this one is a 28 count Lugana in Sunburst, and this is from, I've not heard of this one, Hand Dyed Happiness. I'm gonna have to check that out. It doesn't look like an Etsy page, it looks like it's just a website. Very pretty.
Lots of oranges and yellows in it.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it looks kind of peachy on the picture.
Yeah, it does definitely look like a sunshine. This one's 18 count Ada Fabrics by LJ in Willow Tree. So pretty. Lots of greens and lots of greens and purple. More purple than blue. Looks a lot more blue in the picture, I think. Love it. It just screams it needs like a mermaid or something on it, doesn't it?
She's thinking about putting a merman on this that I'm designing. Isn't this the one you're...
I think that one or one of these other two. I guess it just depends on
Oh no, it was one of the
I think,
other ones,
what colors you end up with in him.
Yeah, I haven't colored him in yet.
He's not colored yet.
I've drawn him out, I just haven't colored him.
This is chocolate covered strawberries. It's a 16 count Ada. I don't know who this one's by because some of these are just marked. It's really a pretty color though.
It's very pretty color.
Look at that. Not pretty. I don't know, something definitely folly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Totally.
pretty. I like that one. Oh, look, we forgot that one. We did buy something else. Will you put that back in? Notes. Notes, people. Notes. This is a 14 count. This is one of the ones we were thinking about for the mermaid. That just screams like mermaid or fairy or something. I don't know. We'll play with it. I don't know what it's called. I don't know where it's from. It's a mystery. Well, this is pretty similar. It's just a little bit different colorway. What do you think you'd put on that? I don't know.
A hippie.
Big pot leaf. I think so. I don't know about that. That's a little odd. That one goes in there. I think. Keep it organized. We forgot this one. This one just came in the mail actually. Stony Creek was having a Super Bowl Sunday sale. So I ordered a count of 28 count Jovelin. This is Morning Dew. Just because we didn't really have a lot. It's green, more green. I'm not going to show. Anyway, I was telling you about my cool project bag. So this is part of my gift from Tara, my Stitchy friend. This is my first actual real project bag. It is from So Much to Love. I love it, but I cheated because I used it today. I know, it's bad. Karma's gonna get me. But it's super cute. I'm carrying in it right now my project I'm working on, top secret. Right?
That's why it's in here, so no one can see.
Nobody can see it.
That's why it's not in your bag.
Love it. So now let's go to the shop update again because I don't know what happened.
Yeah, we were talking earlier and all of a sudden we realized that it was not even
That was a
recorded.
good 10 minutes.
Yeah, so back on to the shop.
Back on the shop update. Hey, we got Etsy shop. You should come check it out.
Yeah, back to that. So it's called Barefoot Needleart. It's right here on the shirt. Once again, that you didn't see the first time. It is on Etsy. Everything is up on the shop that we currently have available. Like I said, there are some things that you cannot get
Yet.
because they are like either at a retreat, and I don't want to publish them until they have been at the retreat. So hence you can't have them yet. Once the retreat's over, then I will publish them. So a couple of other things. Not am I only trying to get into scissor fobs. I'm also working on needle minders. Yes, and they are also beach.
Not all of them.
Yeah, not
Not all of them.
that was one, and that is one.
These aren't up yet, right? They're going to be
No,
going up soon.
these are not. They're not ready. I have to finish them, but I'm
But to
in
fully finish them.
FFO them.
FFO, the needle magnet. Because that's a thing now.
Yeah, we're making that a thing. I don't know if it's a thing for needle miners or not, but
Total thing.
check out that cute little penguin. Hey, if you don't know, yes, penguins are my thing. Cute little flamingo. And a little Tuesday.
Did you show Batman?
I did show Batman. All those are made out of resin, so they're gonna be pretty inexpensive. What did we say, like $2, $3,
Yeah,
$3,
not
$4, just a couple dollars. So once I get them up, we'll probably let you know on Flosstube here. Give me a couple weeks.
You have an Insta we can do on
Yes,
this.
and then we'll be on Instagram. That's just a couple of the ones. I didn't bring them all down here because there's like a whole
a table full.
Yeah.
90 something we made in, like on a Saturday.
Yeah, there's a lot up there. I just have to sand them down really good, put the magnets on them, polish them, that kind of thing. So that's it about the shop. Just make
Please
sure.
come check out the shop.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of anxiety, even though it's only been less than a week. What are you saying?
Peace.
I don't think that's what you're saying. I'm gonna piece you, all right. Anyways, come check us out, Barefoot Needleart. Support us. We support you guys. And thank you for everyone who has already supported us thus far.
Absolutely. Upcoming plans. We're hoping to make Flosstube videos. Friday nights are a pretty good night for us. Kiddos at work. We can get home from work and just kind of go have margaritas.
I don't drink.
How fun the videos are depending on how many margaritas I drink. So that'll hopefully be our regular night. We do have a couple of things coming up. We are going to Nashville Needlework Market. We are going as a retailer, not a designer this year, more so as a learning experience. Amy's been in contact with some shop owners and, you know, people who are organizing their retreats, so that she's started to make a lot of contacts. Just as we had actually put our name on the list for next year for the wait list, and since we had the retail license, they offered us a slot to come to the show. Super excited about that. Kind of last minute, so we got 2 weeks to kind of get it all together, but just because we're going more so as the spectators and purchasers this year, I guess.
Which we probably will not be buying anything, to be honest with you, but
more as a learning experience.
More as a learning and seeing what we need to get together in order to be ready for next year if we do get chosen to go next year.
Yeah, so, you know, hopefully that will work out well. What's going on with all your retreat stuff?
There are 2 retreats besides the Old Town Needlework one that I just finished up for the Arizona one. There is one, actually it's not 2 retreats, there's 1 retreat and a Vonna sew. It's a camp. It's kind of weird, it's kind of funny to say, to be honest with you. The first retreat is in Lake Cumberland, it's in Kentucky. Lady by the name of Nessie. I reached out to her and I sent her a package, and she got her package. She's working on putting everything together. It's going to be in the giveaway bag. Her retreat is March 21st through March 23rd. So if you're going to her retreat, which I think is only about 18 to 23.
Yeah, it seems smaller.
18 to 20, I'm sorry, people.
Maybe we can go to that next year, because Kentucky's not that far away. What, it's like 8 hours?
Probably not even, depending on what part of Kentucky she's in. I would have to go back and look.
Yeah, I don't know.
If it's on the western side, it's a little bit further away. So if you're going to that retreat, be looking for a pattern made by Barefoot. It's so cute. Yes, and I did stitch the model on that one.
And after the retreat, we can show it, but we just don't want to ruin the surprise if any of you happen to find us and are going.
Yes,
it's really cute.
It's very cute. The second one is for Camp Vonna sew.
With the silver needle?
With the silver needle out of Oklahoma. So we just sent them a pattern that we had already worked on, and actually it's the one you showed today.
Is that the one they got?
Mm-hmm. It's the
no, I thought they got the other one, the first in the Anchor series. They got the first in the Anchor series, so that's why we didn't show it.
I thought they got
they got the first one.
Oh, okay.
They got the first one of the Anchor series. That's
my
why
bad.
We didn't show it.
I can't remember anything. You know, it's part of getting old. Hashtag getting old.
Yeah, you are.
So anyway, so that's
Are you sure you got the Anchor? I got the Anchor. I folded all these bad boys.
Okay. She's the boss.
That's right.
So they will be getting that one, and it's March 14th through the 16th. So they will be getting those.
No, they got the St. Patrick's Day surprise. Because it's on St. Patrick's Day. Oh, gosh, we don't know. Y'all are going to get a surprise. And when y'all get it, let us know what we sent you. How about that? Good deal? We don't even know.
No.
That's how busy it has been around here. We're grateful. We're very grateful. Again, like just reaching out to 1 or 2 people and the response from the stitching community. Just, we're going to StitchCon. So,
hopefully I will be in the trunk
hopefully.
show.
Barbara's been chatting with Amy via email. We asked if we could send a freebie for the giveaways, and she offered to Amy to participate, or I guess Barefoot to participate in the trunk show. I was already signed up for StitchCon, and she was going to ditch me and go hang out with probably other spouses.
Or my family who is living in the area.
Or them. But now that she's, kind of partaking in more of the aspects, we'll see how that goes. We've got a little bit of time to prepare. This is trouble.
By the way, this is the bad one.
Look, she's not bad. She's so cute. She's trying to get into all the stuff we've got laid out.
And lastly, we are working with
Michelle
Garrette,
Bendy
Stitchy. She's
Y'all might know her.
You might. She's a crazy lady. Drinks a lot of coffee.
If not, check her out.
Yeah, does yoga. That kind of thing.
I tried yoga one
I did too. I'm not that flexible. Yeah, it's not my thing.
I hurt my back.
You hurt your back?
I drink coffee though. She can be my bestie.
Yes, you do drink coffee. That you do.
Anyway.
Been in communications with her, and I'm working on a project with her for April.
For her charities, right?
For her charities, yes, indeed. So more to come on that with her and myself.
Yeah.
So other than that, you know, that's a little bit of insight into our world of stitching and designing. Yeah.
So tomorrow we're going to get FFOE stuff and maybe some beads so you can play with your stuff.
New toys.
New toys. Yep, be a good day.
It's gonna be a rainy day, so.
Raining. Not cold. It hasn't been cold here. Not too bad. Alright, I guess that does it for number 1. We'll see what kind of magic Amy can work with her editing. And I'm sure she'll edit out all the embarrassing things for her and not for me.
Correct.
So we'll see how that goes. Until next week, I guess.
Yeah, just make sure you guys like us and subscribe.
Please do. Tell your friends.
Comment, and we'll look at all your comments.
Really
and
nice comments, though.
Yeah, don't be mean. Well, there's no mean people in this situation.
There's not really.
Yeah.
Hopefully people like gay people.
Yeah, we are gay if you don't know. We're not sisters. Anytime we go on a cruise, people think we're sisters. We are not sisters.
Not sisters.
We might look a little bit alike. Well,
I don't think they look alike, no.
No, we don't. So we're not sisters.
I don't think so.
No. But no. But yes, please subscribe, like us, follow us. You know. I hope you enjoyed our first video, and until next time.
Like I always say, if you got a stitch in your hand, try to put your toes in the sand.
Amen to that one.
What's the first thing we're saying? Hi, Flosstube.
Hi, Flosstube.
I'm Amy.
Your memory. Alright, record. Take one. 2.
Yeah.
2.
I gotta find it.
Who's the voice?